Hey, what's up guys? Thomas Feng with Bay Area Connect. This Monday's market report is going to be for Sunnyvale, California for March of 2012. To get a copy of this report, shoot me an email at thomas.feng@gmail.com. To see all these data overlaid with schools, new listings, and sold listings, please give me a call, 408-840-3852. I'm also on Facebook at facebook.com/Bay Area Connect. Like my page and you'll get my new weekly photos of new listings, real estate news, and market reports sent to your newsfeed automatically, so it's real easy. Alright, let's jump into the stats for March 2012, Sunnyvale, California. The median list price of all current listings is at $636,500, down 2%. March median sales price is at $540,000, down 3%. Total properties currently for sale inventory is at 44, down 36%. March number of properties sold is at 63, down 2%. And average days on market is at 40 days, down 15%. From these market stats, we're seeing in Sunnyvale that the median list price and sales price is down a little bit, 2% and 3% respectively. Also, the inventory is also lower right now, down 36% from the previous month. Next up, we're going to be looking at property sales for Sunnyvale in March 2012. March's property sales were at 63, down 10% from 70 in March of 2011, and 1.6% lower than the 64 sales last month. March 2012 sales were at a mid-level compared to March of 2011 and 2010. March year-to-date sales of 165 are running 10% behind last year's year-to-date sales of 184. So when we look at the graph for property sales in March, we're seeing some good news throughout. As you can see, the number of sales in March was very similar to the 64 properties sold in February, so that shows that the market is stabilizing. Also, March's number of properties sold this year versus the two prior years is actually a very good sign, because the home prices are coming up and homes are still selling at about the same rate, or if not faster. Next up, let's look at pricing for Sunnyvale. The median sales price in March was at $540,000, down 7% from $580 in March of 2011, and down 3% from $555,250 last month. The average sales price in March was at $586,107, down 5% from $616,523 in March of 2011, and down 3% from $604,694 last month. Alright, next up is the pricing graph, and we're going to be looking at the 3-month average, the rolling average for the pricing, and that's going to be the red line. As we can see, since the fourth quarter, it took a big dip in that time frame, but coming out of that into 2012, we're seeing that the home prices have stabilized in about the January and February months, but it has been trending down for the March month. So during the last month, sale prices were at a little of a lower level, and the earlier inventory of homes that were available at the lower prices that were listed in the prior year have also sold in that time. So the median rolling average price has been down a little. Next up, we're going to be looking at the inventory available in Sunnyvale, California. Total inventory of properties available for sale as of March was at 44, down 36% from 69 last month, and down 78% from 205 in March of last year. March 2012 inventory was at the lowest level compared to March of 2011 and 2010. Again, inventory is at an all-time low. We're seeing that all throughout the Silicon Valley, and it looks like it's going to be that way for about, I would say, 4 to 5 more months until the sellers start noticing and start listing their homes on the market, just for the influx of so many buyers and so much demand. We plan to see a lot of sellers coming into the market probably within 3 to 4 months. For current market time, the market time for March was at 40 days, down 15% from 47 days last month, and down 42% from 70 days in March of last year. March 2012 days on market was at its lowest level compared to March of 2011 and 2010. So with the low amount of inventory, again, we're obviously going to see a very, very low days on market. Homes are going to be selling really fast. And with the 40 days on market and a 30-day average close time, that means many homes are selling within 10 days, which is crazy. It takes about 1 week on the market for a home to sell. Next up, selling price per square foot. The March 2012 selling price per square foot was at $428,000, up 5% from $406 last month, and up 5.7% from $405 in March of last year. So the selling price per square foot, it's stayed pretty steady for the past year. If you look at the graph, it's been going at around probably about $420 for the selling price per square foot. Next up, we're going to be looking at our maps for new and sold listings in Sunnyvale for March of 2012. So for our new listings, we're seeing a total of 89 new listings in Sunnyvale in March. 15 of those homes were in the 600,000s, 12 in the 500,000s, and 24 below the 400,000 price range. And 31 of the 51 new listings were townhome and condos. So right now we're seeing a lot of new listings coming on the market. Again, 51 of the 89 new listings are below the 600,000. So it shows that both sides of the market are moving right now. We have the below 600,000 for the new home buyers, and also half of the new listings are also above the 600,000. So that's really good for the market in general. Next up, we're going to have our sold listings. Our sold listings, we had 98 sold properties, 14 were in the 600,000s, 8 in the 500,000s, and 31 below the 400,000s, for a total of 36 out of 53 properties that are townhome and condos. So first of all, even though we're seeing more sold properties than new listings, it's a very close number right now, so that shows that the market is picking back up. More sellers are getting into the market. Again, for February, the previous market report, we were seeing new inventory at probably 2/3 of the sold properties that were on the market. So coming up to about a 1:1 ratio pretty soon is very good news for everyone out in the market. And for a year-to-date number, 19 homes have sold so far in Sunnyvale City, and 8 of those were sold last month in March. All right, let's do an analysis of our new listings. So right now, if you're looking for homes below the 400,000 in Sunnyvale, you're going to see most of them in the area close to the 101 near Fair Oaks area. We're seeing a lot of homes selling, or a lot of new listings coming on in that area, both townhome condos and single-family homes below the 400,000s. If you're looking in the 600,000s, we're seeing a lot of properties pop up along the El Camino and Evelyn Avenue area. Again, the higher price areas are definitely going to be closer to the Cupertino borders, and we're seeing that along the 85 and the 280 freeway. Those are the higher price listings, probably about 800 to $1 million plus. Again, working with many buyers, we found the best way to find a really great deal on a home is to take a tour of 3 to 4 homes that actually meets your criteria. Not only do you find older listings to better negotiate on, but you really learn about the market area at the same time. Sure, going to open houses, you might see 2 out of 10 homes that you might actually like. And these homes are spread so far out, you really don't get an idea of the market. Schedule an appointment, give me a call, 408-840-3852, or shoot me an email at thomas.feng@gmail.com. Thanks again for watching, and have a great week.